Avast am I, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and around the world. So that's the end of a rather wet March. Now it's April. Tonight I'm not going to talk very much. I'm just going to squeeze as much music into this 56 minutes as I possibly can. Let's start with two pieces of music for this new month.
When streams are ripe and swelled with rain, May she will stay, resting in my arms again. June, she'll change her tune. In restless walk she'll prowl the night. July she will fly and give no warning to her flight. August, die she must. The autumn winds blow chilly and cold. September I'll remember. A love once new has now grown old.
So there were two pieces of music with April in the title. April Come She Will by Simon and Garfunkel from their Sounds of Silence album, 1966. Or are they better known as the Dirt Sharks these days? Some of you'll know what I mean. And then we had April Rain by the Siskin Quartet. I've played quite a bit by Siskin Quartet from their fantastic Flight Paths album. They're a combination of two established duos, the Swedish-English Bridget Marsden and Leif Otterson, and Scottish-Finnish Sarah Jane Summers and Juhani Silvola. I ordered the CD copy of Flight Paths because I like it so much, and Sarah Jane was kind enough to also send me a copy of her duo album with Juhani, The Smoky Smear of Rain. And from it, this is Polskat, brackets Rinda Nicola. Next, Martin Harley is a guitarist. He also plays the Weissenborn slide guitar, quite an impressive instrument that is. And he's been to the island twice, to the Big Wheel Blues Festival, once solo at Laxey, and another time I remember at the Villa Marina with his band, the Martin Harley Band. And a lot of people still remember the time they all stood up in front of the monitors and sang this next song completely acoustically. It was a fantastic moment, one of the highlights for all the blues festivals for me. This is Winter Coat. Well, it does still get chilly in April, doesn't it?
take me out tonight. I wanna go where I can feel alive. My old winter coat is big enough for you and me both to keep off the rain as we make our way through the north lanes. Take me down tonight. I wanna throw stones in the ocean. I wanna chase the tide. My old winter coat big enough for you and me both to keep off the rain as we make our way through the north lanes. For one sweet moment feel like a picture in a frame. Everything is black and white. Let the cards just fall where they lay. My old winter coat is big enough for you and me both to keep off the rain as we make our way through the north lanes. My old winter coat is big enough for you and me both to keep off the rain as we make our way through the north lanes. My old winter coat is big enough for you and me both to keep off the rain as we make our way through the north lanes.
Such a great song. Next, Spencer the Rover, the song that I've played versions of the last 2 weeks. Here's another one, except this is instrumental. Neil Heppelston, from his album Folk Songs for Double Bass. He's a bass player and double bass maker located in West Yorkshire, who's also a much in-demand musician. So he's worked with many artists, but this was his first solo album. That last track was Daybreak by Elizabeth Davison Blythe and Daniel Quayle. They released it as a single in 2021. And Elizabeth and Daniel are appearing in Shenagistew, the festival that's happening over the Easter weekend in Ramsey and Peel. You can see them at the Concert and Family Ceilidh in the Masonic Hall in Ramsey, which is on Saturday night, Saturday the 8th of April at 7:30 p.m. Also appearing in the festival this coming weekend are Céadra Gael, which is a new lineup featuring Isla Callister, Dave Kilgallen, Tyrone Currell and Cathal O'Curran. I don't have any music for them because it is a brand new lineup, so it'll be exciting to see what they've got to play for us. Their main concert is on the Sunday afternoon at Peel Centenary Centre starting at 3 p.m, but they're also playing on Sunday evening, 7:30 onwards at the Old School Family Ceilidh and concert at the Masonic Hall in Ramsey. Isla and Tiernan are part of the band Trip, based in Glasgow. They're playing it in Cruniac this year, but I thought I'd play you a piece of their music now. This one features Tiernan and Rory Matheson on piano. It's called Flanna Fica, and it's from their album A Drop for Neptune. A beautiful tune there, written by Tiernan Carell and also accompanied by Rory Matheson on piano very, very nicely. That's from Tripp's album A Drop for Neptune, but Tiernan is playing at Shenniger Stew Sunday afternoon along with Isla Callister and Dave Kilgallen and Cathal O'Curran as Céadra Gale. You can get tickets for that now. Last week I said I've been catching up with a podcast called The Old Songs Podcast. It's presented by John Wilkes. This is John Wilkes with the song Pretty Girls of Brummagem.
Glad poets sing about the fair and praise therewith their grace and air. The country has its damsels rare that many hearts have undone. But for rosy cheeks and forms divine, for sparkling eyes and teeth so fine, no other maidens can outshine the pretty girls of Brum. The dandy takes such mighty care to spruce his person, curl his hair. He wears whiskers to a killing pair. He thinks he's not by one done. Then up New Street he struts so gay, smokes his Havana all the way. He swaggers in his fine array to charm the girls of Brum. The shopman saves up all his cash about the street to cut a dash. In beauty's heart to make a splash, with pride enough to stun one. On Saturday his clothes get out, on Sunday proudly struts about. By Monday he's all up the spout through charming girls of Brum. The chimney sweep he cries, oh wow, I hate this vulgar calling now. A means to be a slap-up beau, I'll go where there is fun done. I'll wash my skin so lily white, I'll sport my Benjamin all right. And shan't I flare up below me tight, I'll game the girls of Brum. An old gentleman of 64, by gout and asthma plagued so sore, inspired by love, he feels pain no more. He's anxious as a young man. Cry, talk of age, pooh-pooh all stuff. I'm quite the lad, I'm hale and buff. I'm 64, that's young enough to charm the girls of Brum. So in every rank and every stage, the Brummagem girls, they're all the rage. Their beauty charms both young and age, they really are by none done. Their bliss, their lovely faces dear, wherever or when they will appear. And may good fortune always cheer the charming girls of Brum.
The band Leveret is a unique collaboration between three of England's finest folk musicians: Andy Cutting on melodeon, Sam Sweeney on fiddle and Rob Harbour on concertina, each regarded as exceptional performers and masters of their instruments. Their performances combine musicianship, compelling delivery and captivating spontaneity. Their music is not arranged in the conventional sense. Instead, they rely on mutual trust, listening and response. They have a new album out later this month called Forms, and from it this is Oh the Days When I Was Young and Young Collins Rant. Superb stuff there from Leveret. As I said, Leveret includes Sam Sweeney on fiddle, and Sam is a member of Bellowhead. Also members of Bellowhead, the late Paul Sartin and Benji Kirkpatrick. They are 2/3 of the band Faustus, who were absolutely wonderful at the Centenary Centre several years ago. From their album Broken Down Gentleman, this is Ogzai Man.
Oh, the Ogzai Man is the man for me. He was born and bred in Tennessee. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. Oh, hand me down my walking cane. I'm off to see my darling Jane. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. Well, I came to a shack where Sally did dwell. I knocked on the door and I rang her bell. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. You been all day long, you Yankee John, with your sea boots on, with your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. Sally's in the garden picking peas, and her long brown hair flowing down to her knees. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. Oh, Sally's in the kitchen baking duff, with the cheeks of her ass going chuff, chuff, chuff. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. It's an Ogzai ship and an Ogzai crew, Ogzai mate and a skipper too. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man. Oh, the Ogzai Man is the man for me. He was born and bred in Tennessee. With your Ogzai-o, row the boat ashore with your Ogzai. Steady on the tiller with your Ogzai-o, you are the Ogzai Man.
The late Paul Sartin singing there with the power folk trio Faustus. Let's have some familiar hornpipes from Planxty. This is the Fisherman's Lilt and Cronin's Hornpipe from their album The Well Below the Valley. The Furrow Collective are a band that I've played you a few tracks from. They're a collaboration of Lucy Farrell, Rachel Newton, Alistair Roberts and Emily Portman. This track's a bit of fun. This is Alistair Roberts with Wild Hog in the Woods from their album Wild Hog.
There is a wild hog in the woods, diddle-o-darn, diddle-o-dee. There is a wild hog in the woods, diddle-o-oo. There is a wild hog in the woods, kills a man and drinks his blood. Come okay, cut him down, kill him if you can. I wish I could that wild hog see, diddle-o-darn, diddle-o-dee. I wish I could that wild hog see, diddle-o-oo. I wish I could that wild hog see if he'd take a fight with me. Come okay, cut him down, kill him if you can. Well, here he comes through yonder's marsh, diddle-o-darn, diddle-o-dee. Here he comes through yonder's marsh, diddle-o-oo. Here he comes through yonder's marsh, splits his way through oak and ash. Come okay, cut him down, kill him if you can. that wild hog of his life. Camel K, cut him down, kill him if you can. They fought 4 hours of the day, diddle-o down, diddle-o day. They fought 4 hours of the day, diddle-o. They fought 4 hours of the day, at length that wild hog stole away. Camel K, cut him down, kill him if you can. They followed that wild hog to his den, diddle-o down, diddle-o day. They followed that wild hog to his den, diddle-o. They followed that wild hog to his den, and there they found the bones of 1,000 men. Camel K, cut him down, kill him if you can. There is a wild hog in the woods, diddle-o down, diddle-o day. There is a wild hog in the woods, diddle-o. There is a wild hog in the woods, kills a man and drinks his blood. Camel K, cut him down, kill him if you can. Camel K, cut him down, kill him if you can.
Well, that was a bit gruesome, wasn't it? Earlier I played you an instrumental version of Spencer the Rover, played on double bass. Here is A Fond Kiss, played on cello, solo by Sue Ali from her lovely album Dialogues. Sue Ali with her cello and A Fond Kiss. It is an exceptional album, that Dialogues. I have recommended it to you before. Now, live music this week is probably dominated by Shenniger Stew, which is happening from Friday until Sunday over the Easter weekend. And you can find out what's going on their Facebook page or by picking up a programme. Also, there'll be the trad session in O'Donnell's tomorrow night, Wednesday night. There'll be the folk club in Ramsey on Thursday night. And the Sunday afternoon session is at the Manor in Williston. Speaking of sessions, I was down at O'Donnell's last Wednesday and some Manx tunes got played. And I recorded a little bit of that, and we'll finish the show with it because it appropriately finishes with Car Dew and Nan. See you next week.